Hello, Middleton, and thank you for once again tuning into another episode of Planck's Principles podcast. This past week, I was involved in a couple of different conversations about identity. In addition to that, I was listening to some other students talk about trust and just how important trust is in developing relationships and understanding who the people are that you're communicating with. This got me to think that in all of the different episodes of these podcasts, I haven't really stopped to share with you a little bit of who is Steve Planck. Many of you know me as the principal here at Middleton High School, but don't know a little bit about my journey. So I'd like to take today's episode as an opportunity to just talk about who is Steve Planck. So I was born in Cudahy, Wisconsin, which is a small south side suburb to Milwaukee. It is just east of the airport. I am the third of four children who grew up in a small yet stable blue-collar home on the south side of Milwaukee. Senior year of high school, I met on the marching band field the amazing woman that would later marry me and who I would look to spend my life with. Becky is now teaching first grade in the Waunakee schools. I ended up attending the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, where I earned a bachelor's degree in instrumental music. Yes, I was a band director before school administration became part of my life. I then went on to earn my graduate degree from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and I studied administrative leadership, policy, and supervision. And finally, I attended Loyola University in Chicago, where I earned my doctorate degree also in administrative leadership and policy analysis. My dissertation at Loyola is titled Perceptions of Value and Perceived Strengths of Arts Education During an Era of Accountability: Conditions and Qualities that Shape a Citizenry. As a former band director and someone who cares deeply about the arts, I also now serve on the Wisconsin School Music Association Board of Directors. It's one small way that, as someone who has a love and passion for education, and specifically for music education, that I can give back to the community where I got my start. I also thought that it might be good to know that this is my 22nd year in education. 18 of those years I have worked in administration and almost predominantly at the high school level. I have had a total of 8 different jobs within those 22 years. And what I think is quite a luxury and bonus of working in small, medium, and large size school districts in rural, suburban, and urban settings. And so I have had exposure to a number of different types of environments that help me to problem solve and think through situations that I'm involved with here in Middleton. My passions outside of work, if you will, I think I'm a bit of a self-proclaimed coffee snob. I love the coffee culture, and I'm addicted to that little bit of caffeine every day. I'm also a tool wheel enthusiast. I absolutely love motorcycling. Having grown up in the home of Harley Davidson, I sometimes refer to those bikes as my babies. And I also love bicycling, both road cycling and particularly mountain biking. I enjoy being outdoors, hiking and camping in specific, and sometimes it's motorcycle camping together. And of course, as a saxophone player and someone who taught instrumental music, I'm a fan of music of all kinds, and particularly I think it surprises people sometimes, classical music, jazz, and hard rock as well. From a leadership perspective, when people ask me about my views on leadership, I talk about relationships, being student-centered, and being very symbolic about how we work with our young people. And finally, I think it would be appropriate to also say that Middleton High School is a special place. It's a place where the faculty and staff are absolutely committed to every student. It's an amazing place in a community that really, really cares about their schools. And it's truly a blessing and an honor to be here. So I hope this is just a little bit of insight about who I am, who Steve Plank is, maybe a connection that some of you and I might have about any one of those topics. And I appreciate you taking the time to listen and get to know me. Next week is American Education Week, and I would hope that if you get the chance to thank someone within the educational field who is supporting the amazing work that we do with your students each and every day, that you're able to say thank you. This is our bus drivers, our food service staff, maintenance and custodial staff, our para-educators, our substitutes, and all of the amazing people that help to make Middleton High School what it is. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and stay in touch.